My name is Jared Shand. I'm the owner-operator of Mental Edge Sports Academy, a sports and primarily basketball-focused skill development training business. The type of athletes I like training it's not really about the athletics. Of course, I enjoy athletic people, but it's more about the mindset. The reason I got into training is I needed somebody. I try to be the person I needed for myself. Back in the day, I was the type of kid that would work 3 or 4 hours at a sport, but I really had no confidence in what I was doing, and I didn't have any system to what I was doing. So I've tried to create a system for the kids so they can use, and they have confidence that they're going to get better, and there's an A to Z plan on what we can do to get them to their goal. So this is the Apple Blossom 3-on-3 that we're in. I have a couple teams that I've sponsored. How I got involved was I just had some players and I wanted to do kind of a giving back / marketing deal. So I contacted a couple teams that I train all the players, and I was able to put together some jerseys and a kind of a sponsorship deal for them. But the beautiful thing about this tournament is I have players throughout all over. It's kind of the tournament's filled with players that I train. So kind of a cool perspective thing is last year I had one player that I came to see, and it was Sydney, who you're talking to, and now this entire tournament is filled with players that I train all over. So there's probably 20 or 30 kids here that I work with. So I've had some teams that got bounced out pretty quick, but luckily one of the teams I trained is a 8th grade team, and in their bracket they just won and they're going to the championship game, and they beat another team full of girls that I train, and so they're going to try to work themselves through the losers bracket, and they might meet again in the championship game. Another team that I worked with, they won a couple and lost a couple, so they were out a little bit early. Not as good a showing as we would have liked, but we definitely have one team in the championship, so we'll take that. It's always a tough game when it's players playing against the players they know, so the energy was there. Tamron had a couple big shots and takes right at key moments. Kendall Flanagan had a reverse layup, and it was a really clutch kind of layup. Emma hit some good shots. Aubrey's shot was on, so they were all kind of trying to find their way, and it felt like each one of them, Emma, Aubrey, Tamron, Kendall, all really found their way in this game and came through. So that was a big highlight for me.